What's up, YouTube? You're now watching DENT where you get the best entertainment for the free. Now today I'm doing my Baddies Midwest episode 10 review, and let's get right into it. Starts off with Pretty P and Dolly fighting. Pretty P ate that fight up. She won, in my opinion. Ivori and Tasiki went to go talk to her, and they basically was hyping her up like, you know, you did your big one. Ivori was like, any of them bitches try you, slap all of them. But Ivori says she likes Pretty P because she sees that Pretty P is standing on all 10s against all these girls, and she respects that. Which I respect that too. You know, she not backing down from nobody, and she's standing on what she say. And she did win that fight against Dolly. Then Summer trying to help Dolly with her hand because Dolly's hand all broken and messed up. And Summer was getting on Dolly's nerves. And she was getting an attitude with her. But that whole scene was funny as fuck. I felt bad for Dolly though. That shit looked like it hurt so bad. Yeah, they all talking, and the Emma being boring thing popped back up, and her and Scotty going back and forth doing splits and shit. And I'm just like, okay. Y'all both could do the splits. It was just kind of like an okay moment, like. And then, you know, Scotty still want Emma to go home, so it's just like, y'all being petty. And then Dolly get irritated with Big Lex because Dolly like, well, me and Big Lex had an understanding that since my hand fucked up, she was gonna jump in for me. And Big Lex like, well, I already beat Pretty P up, And she was like, Pretty P called out Summer, not you, Dolly, so why would I have fought her? But I'm like, Lex, if y'all had an agreement that you was gonna be fighting for her because her hand fucked up, I could see why Dolly mad. But you know, we never know how the combos really go off screen. And they on the way to the club, and Ivori asking Lex like, what's going on between you and Dolly? Why was y'all arguing? And she basically was saying like, I fuck with Summer and Dolly, but I already handled my shit with Pretty P. She not no competition, so I'm not worried about her. And then Ivori instigating ass like, oh, she basically just said you not fucking with her in no type of way. Pretty P wasn't even bothered by it. And I'm just like, if y'all had an agreement that you were supposed to fight for her, I feel like you should have fought for her. But you know, I don't really know if that was an agreement because Dolly might have just felt like they was to that agreement, and Lex really wasn't even agreeing on that. You know, like Dolly probably thought that's what she meant, but she really didn't mean that. I don't know. So at the club looked lit. Natalie performed first, her little song, and then Tasiki performed. I liked her performance. Big Lex get on the mic saying this her city, this her city. Then Jaden performed Barbie. And then Ivori get on the mic talking about, I run this city, this is my city. And Big Lex had felt some type of way about that because they was in Columbus, her city, and she felt like Ivori was trying to be funny. Big Lex and Dolly end up making up and putting their stuff to the side. Tinka goes to check on Ivori. Ivori basically says she feel like Emma is going to be the one to go, and it possibly could be Summer too because Summer been doing a lot, but I just don't see Summer going. I feel like it's going to be Emma. And Tinka also says she feel like Emma boring. She not really bringing nothing, so she feel like she going to be the one to go. Pretty P, Emma, and Jasmine is all talking, and they basically like, you know, how y'all feel about everybody saying we need to go. Jasmine basically like, you know, I'm not worried about them saying I need to go home. Anybody say I need to go home, they need to go home. That shit had me crying. Then Rolly and Biggie go to Diamond room. Diamond drinking that nasty ass Hennessy. Rolly said, last time I drank this shit, I beat up everybody. I said, ooh, that Hennessy really will have you act like that, y'all. See how Krishan used to be acting off that shit. Then Diamond brings up, you know, like, what are these girls bringing more than pretty faces? Like, she's like, you know, we bring comedy and shit, and the girls are not really giving personality. And I will say, Diamond and Biggie is two personalities that have me cracking up. And Biggie is just funny, not on purpose. So I get what she's saying, because we could have a little more entertainment. And then Biggie was like, you know, the girls need to bring looks, personality, what they're really bringing. And then Rolly was like, the looks don't even really matter because we're not here to be pretty. We're here to get money. I said, Rolly, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm here to see bad bitches. I'm here for the looks. You're tripping. I want to see looks. I want to see bad bitches. So then they having a house meeting. Basically, it's between Jasmine and Emma who gonna go home. Summer say she feel like Jasmine, Emma, and Pretty P should all go home. Pretty P was like, well, Summer, I feel like you should go home. She said, of course not. Y'all can't tell me this bitch Summer is not entertaining. She said, of course not. Ivy had said she felt Akbar should go home because she was spitting on everybody. And Akbar was like, I'm not going nowhere. Biggie said she felt like Jasmine should go home because she don't really see Jasmine turn up or there. Anna was like, you know, I see her turn up, and I just feel like I don't think Jazz should go home. I think Jazz lit. And then in her confessional, Jazz was like, Biggie, I think you should go home because when it's time to get in the paint, you'll get in the paint. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Right, Biggie, you have been in the conversation of people going home. No shade. But you have. Lex confronts Ivori about saying it was her city in the club. And Ivori was like, girl, I say it's my city, and any city I go to is giving you just want to start a problem with me. That's how Ivori feel. And I'm just like, you know, Ivori probably really wasn't trying to be funny when she was saying that. She probably just always be saying, this is my city. Because, you know, they was chanting her name and shit. So maybe Big Lex was looking too much into it. But they already have tension. So, I mean, it's not shocking that she would feel like that. I do not like Biggie's confessional look. The hair don't match the vest. The vest is not flattering to her. Do not like that look. Hate the confessional look. And then they on the bus, and Ivy like, it's not that hard to call a fade. All you gotta do is call it, and I'm right there with you. All this sneaking and subliminal shit. She was like, if you want that, basically call it out. And Big Lex in her confessional like, I feel like you're throwing shots now. You know she is. Come on now. You know exactly who she was pointing that towards. They on the bus talking, and Jasmine like, she like to do fast shit. And someone was like, for a slow bitch. And Jasmine was like, girl, you slow. She was like, I hate arguing with you because I really feel like I'm arguing with a real life slow person. I cannot take her and Summer seriously. Like, they back and forth is so funny. Summer said, I don't need help. Tina do. Jasmine said, who is Tina? Bro, oh my goodness. And then Summer talking about Tina Turner. You don't know who Tina Turner is? Like, girl. And Diamond was calling Akbar llama, basically saying they don't have room for llamas on the show. Why was they going so sick this episode? They all on the PJ discussing who they feel like should stay out of Jasmine and Emma. And Anna was basically, you know, like, I'm having trouble choosing because Emma could be using the money she makes from the show to help her dad. And that is another thing Anna and Diamond was talking about when it came to Emma going home, was that she is going through something at home that's causing her not to put in her full effort at Baddies. Like, I didn't know her dad was sick with cancer. Of course that's affecting her. But then she was like, she was struggling to choose because she feel like Jasmine lit too. They get to the house, and Natalie being messy, changing people's names on the room doors around, and she moved Big Lex name to Ivori door, and Ivori went on live recently, the last couple days, and she gave the tea that they had already had them rooms picked out, and they faked that scene. And Ivori had already slept in that room the night before, and then they changed the names, and Big Lex wouldn't leave the room even after they said it was a prank. But Big Lex already knowing that that was her room because they had already had the rooms picked out. Now I see why Ivori wanted to fight her, because if you know we already got our rooms picked out and it's basically like just a storyline, why is you still in my room? You should have just left. And I understand why Anna was saying something to her afterwards, basically like in the next episode, that she dragging it, because if it was really fake, why you still in this girl room? She already been sleeping in here, you know? And so Ivori basically like, y'all playing with me, and Lex wouldn't leave the room, and she was like, well, I need that. Then they started fighting, and that's how the episode ended. So that's all I got for y'all. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how y'all like the video in the comments.